like a more sporty, casual vibe, especially if you're looking for just that perfect pair of slip-on and go shoes when it comes to your jeans and your athleisure or your khakis and denim jackets. This is perfect. These are water-resistant clogs. They have that little knit collar. This style is called the Arbor, and it's item number A270722. Today is the first day this year we're giving you that opportunity for 6 easy payments, which I think is fantastic. We have it in both medium and wide width, so hopefully we can accommodate everybody. We're sitting down for a little bit because I'm having some back problems, just letting you know. All right, and then let's show you all the colors, because I think we have more colors in this shoe than just about anything in the show,
We're going to
right?
need a bigger table soon.
So,
yeah.
So let's start down here, and this is the color that we call tan, and it's kind of a warm, almost cognac-y, honey kind of a color,
like
isn't it?
Yeah, that toffee sort of color. Yeah, so it's
Toffee,
really,
I like that.
really,
Very good.
really nice sort of color. I just adore that that knitted collar on there. That just really screams.
That marled yarn and everything. It looks great. Here is the purple, and that's kind of more of a plum shade of purple. Here is the color we're calling wine, definitely in that red family.
Beautiful.
I mean, some people might look at it and it could be even like a deep cranberry kind of color. So it's sort of a cranberry wine shade. Then we have it for you in the navy. And then this navy's a little bit of, reads a little teal to me.
I agree.
Do you see that?
It's a bit of a lighter hue, and I think that's going to go great with your denims.
Of course.
Great with your any of your sort of
the
darker
colors
or
here
lighter
would go with your bleach denims,
really
right?
up,
in medium or dark.
Completely
and then we
agree.
kind of get into your more traditional shades. So here is your brown, that nice dark chocolate brown. Here is the grayish, which is that kind of tan khaki. Is it gray? Is it tan?
That nice mushroom sort of color. I
think,
yeah.
Then we have a traditional gray, which is that darker charcoal shade, and we have it for you in black. So what was the sort of philosophy behind this style?
Well, we wanted to give, again, just give that option of if you are that more casual, comfortable jeans and sneaker lady, but don't want to wear the sneakers. This is just a great way to slightly elevate that look. It's really durable, that weather-resistant upper as well. So beautiful soft suedes, but then weather resistance. And you've got weather resistance on there, so feel free to sort of, skip through a dewy meadow or whatever you want to do. Or if you wear them around the house, it's
That's
great.
how I'll be doing it. Can't you just see me skipping through the dewy meadow on my way to the baseball tournament?
With the bags of gear on it.
Exactly. But even if it's a little bit wintry and there's a little bit of sludge or a little bit of sleet, I mean, this shoe's going to be fine.
It is perfect. I mean, again, another style which is going to give you that confidence to be able to sort of, wear this, put it on your foot at the start of the day, and no matter what the weather throws at you or no matter what your day throws at you, you're going to be comfortable, you're going to look great as well. This is made on, again, that active unit, which is called the action unit, which is the same unit that we use for a lot of our active styles. So things like Kona, things like Alliance, which have been really popular styles. So if you love how they felt underneath the foot, you'll love how this feels under the foot. EVA midsole, so you're getting that cushioning and support. And of course that first ray technology. So that's where we put a softer density EVA underneath that big toe joint, which is a really, really key comfort feature. And what you'll also notice is that lip at the back goes up a little bit higher. There's still going to be some slippage when you wear this, but it's not going to be sort of flipping and flopping like something with no back on it. So it's going to grip to the heel a little bit better than a lot of other mules. But that also enables us to insert for you the removable orthotic insert. So there you go, you can just remove that because that's what's going to be sitting underneath your foot. And think about the shape of your foot. It's got curves, it's got contours. This is going to sit into this footbed beautifully, and every part of your foot is going to be beautifully supported.
Is that the same kind of insert that I could put in other shoes?
It is. It is the Relief Full Length, which we sell on QVC.com.
And those sell for like almost $35.
Correct,
so you're like getting that built in to this shoe, and then you can use it in other shoes. When we're talking about fit, Liam, was this designed to be worn with or without socks?
So,
and how does that affect what size I might get?
Sure. If you want to wear it just either barefoot or just with a regular athletic type sock, stay true to size. So if you're usually a 9.5, stay as a 9.5. If you think you're going to wear it with a big, thick, sort of woolly, wintry sock, go up a half size from your regular size. So if you're usually a 9.5, go up to a 10 if you want to wear it with a really big, thick sock.
And this comes in both medium and wide widths.
Correct.
So, and we have whole and half sizes.
Correct.
And remember, if you get a size and you get it at home and you think, oh, I wish I would have done this size instead, we have free exchanges. So, if you love the shoe but you just wish it was a little bigger or a little smaller, you can take care of that with a free exchange. And I think that's really important when you're shopping with footwear. You can see it there on Suzanne. She's wearing it without socks. She's wearing that grayish color. She loves how it cups the heel, she said. Yeah, great. Well, that's great too when you're driving.
Yeah.
You know, if you're worried, is my foot going to slip out? It's not going to. And you've got that deep heel cup. That heel cup's important, everybody, not just for comfort, but also making sure when you have that deeper heel cup, then like sort of all those fat pads underneath your heel are sort of all in the right position. That's another important part of podiatric anatomy.
It is indeed.
How about
My
that?
goodness. Right. And it's funny.
Where did Joe Bauer come from on that one?
Well, I've just been talking about that very same topic with our director of biomechanics. So
Is
it's
that
amazing
right?
you say
Oh,
that.
that's so
because it's
funny.
very important. Because as you age, those fat pads actually disperse. So it's really
Yes.
important to have that
Keep 'em
support
underneath.
that heel pad to really sort of help keep those in place. So that's going to make a big difference for you. And another really sort of key design feature is these don't flip and flop that much. First of all, that little lip at the heel, that's really important for helping grip that. But you also notice here how it sits nice and high up on the foot. That means your toes don't have to claw to try and hang on to them, which can help give you a little bit more stability as well.
Yes.
So really, really important. But again, it's just a nice flattering silhouette. You know, I think it's not big, it's not clunky. I love the little design feature of that stick. So you can see how that asymmetrical little line running up, it really sort of slims out the silhouette somewhat.
Yes.
So without that line, it's amazing. This would look quite boxy on the foot. But that little line just draws the eye up the foot and just really breaks up the look of that upper.
It's
So
amazing
a really
how
cool
that
design
creates,
feature.
you know, a more flattering look than
Yeah.
just this one big round suede piece of material
Exactly.
on your foot. And I think especially if you're a wider foot, it's nice to have that because it does. It makes your foot not look quite as wide if that's something that you've been worried about. I look at this shoe and I also think, you know, my daughter's 17. This is the kind of shoe she likes to wear when she's going to school. She's wearing jeans, she's wearing a t-shirt, she's throwing on a leather jacket, she slips this on, she's out the door. I
And there's
mean,
no excuses for not going to school when it rains now.
that's because her feet won't get wet, right?
Yeah.
Water
Right.
resistant. Do you want to show this over
Love
on
to.
Amy?
Yeah, love to.
And I'm so glad we have Amy as one of our models today because obviously Amy is expecting. And so with changes in her body, you know, I'm sure the way you're walking is a little bit different. Your center of gravity is a little bit different. You need different support. And isn't it nice that Vionic can sort of offer that to you, whatever phase of life you might be in?
Exactly. And we'll talk about the knee this time as well, because where the foot goes, the rest of the body's going to follow. So again, it's amazing to think that if you've got pain in your knee, it could have actually been caused by the misalignment in your foot. Because what we see here is you can still see here this misalignment here on Amy's leg, so you can see how crooked that line is. But you'll also notice that line on the foot's going off in one direction, the dot on the knee shooting off in another direction. The reason for that is because when that foot's in that overpronated position, the lower leg internally rotates, that puts the knee out of its alignment. But watch this dot on the knee when I realign Amy's foot. Now you can see how everything is all pointing in the one direction. When I let Amy go, you can see everything start to twist in. And that can have a lot of stress, especially on that knee joint, because that's a hinge joint. It's meant to go in one direction, front and back. When you see that misalignment, even only by a couple of degrees, that's going to put a lot of wear and tear on that joint in the knee. But if I just, I'm just going to slip you into the shoe, actually, Amy. I'll slip you in there. Do you want me to get my hand out of the way? There we go. Or I should have just let Amy do it herself. But there you can see how that line is nice and straight. So now when I put her foot in there, you can see that everything is beautifully aligned, right from the toes all the way up to the knee. It's an amazing difference how that you can see that, you know, from the ground up. And that's where the brand started, because, you know, Phil Vasily, who the chairman and the founder of the business, he worked in a clinic as a podiatrist, but he worked with physical therapists, he worked with sports physicians, and was really able to relate, you know, how the position of the foot can affect other parts of the body. So it's an amazing, you know, it's amazing to think that, you know, that misalignment can really have a flow-up effect to the rest of the body.
Well, here's one of the reasons why it's our top find, everybody. First of all, a total must-have for the fall season, don't you think? Can't you see yourself living in this? You will love this, whether it's the pair of shoes you keep by the back door when you walk down to get the mail, or you let the dogs out, or you get the kids from the bus stop. This is the shoe you can slip on. It's great for traveling, whether you're doing a car ride or a train ride or a long plane trip. This is going to be something you can slip on and off easily at security, easy to slip on when you're on the airplane. I mean, just a great shoe all around. Great for the college kids, even high school students, but then also great for those of you who are the grandmothers of those high school students as well. Tons of colors, and maybe one of the best things, our best easy pay. So this is the first day this year that you're getting 6 easy payments on this particular pair. When you're talking about a pair of shoes that's over $100, the smaller the payments you can spread out, right, the better. So I'm glad that we can do that for you in 6 installments. We started down here with this kind of warm toffee color. This is called tan. Next to that, we have the purple. It's a little more of a plum, like an aubergine purple. Here is the wine. Here is the navy. It's a little bit of a brighter navy. It's a little bit of a teal undertone. Then here, I love the chocolate brown.
It's a
love
perfect
the brown.
autumnal color.
Love,
there.
love,
Yep.
love. I mean, think of this too with tights and a skirt. I mean, you don't have to just wear these totally casual. If you have a more, casual workplace where you could do skirts and a tight and a cute sweater, this would be great. That color there is called grayish. Then our true gray is more of that charcoal gray, and then we have it available for you in the black as well. You have water resistancy here, so isn't that important? How many times have you gone in somewhere and then you come out and you're like, oh my gosh, it's raining. My shoes, my really beautiful leather
My
shoes.
suede shoes.
Right?
Especially. Oftentimes, if you're wearing suede shoes and you see a dark cloud coming, you run. You run inside really quickly. But no, with these, really, really durable. So I can actually show you with the water
go for it, sure.
if you like. So I'm just going to stand up over here and try not to spill anything. The pressure's always on when I do these things. But you can see there, just pouring some water on there. You can just see how it's beating off that leather up. And now again, you're not going to be standing under a torrent like this,
right.
I hope. So it just really shows you that level of weather resistance or water resistance there. So as I pour that water on there, I'm going to stop now, quit while I'm ahead. But there you can see, you do have that water resistance. If there are a few drops sitting on top, the important thing is it's not seeping into the leather. It's just sitting on top of the leather. So it has been treated.
Comparable retail on this shoe is $119. We have it for $102. And don't forget, that orthotic insert in this shoe is removable. You can put it in other shoes. So now the comfort that you experience when you wear this Arbor style, you take out that insert and you can slip it into another pair of shoes. Does this style insert work better with certain types of shoes?
I would recommend this type of insert, the full length insert, with other shoes that you have which also have a removable insole. So take out the insole of your non-Vionic shoes and slip this one in there and you'll be good as gold.
And that's important because that insole alone, you guys, could be a separate purchase for almost $35.
Exactly.
And yet it's part of this shoe. So you're kind of getting 2 for 1 here. You're getting this great look from Vionic with that support, but then you can remove that support and use it in other shoes as well. We're closing in on over 800 pairs being requested in this presentation. It's been very popular today. It is one of the more popular fall styles from Vionic, and we're actually going to go off to our phones and say hi to Laura, who's dialing in for the show. Hi, Laura. How are you?
I'm just fine. How are you?
Doing great. Please meet Liam.
G'day, Laura.
Yeah, good day to you. I tell you, since I discovered Vionic, I don't have any credit card left.
Well, what do you like about them so much, Laura?
Okay. I'm 81 years old. And I started out wearing T-straps when I was a young woman.
Okay.
Oh.
And I don't know if anyone's ever worn those, but you'll get bunions. And I have a very high instep.
Okay.
The lady that he shows on TV has no comparison to my instep. And but what I wanted to talk about, I have about 4 pair of the Vionic.
Okay.
But I have the tennis shoes, the slip-on.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't have a big ball on my heel. I have a very, narrow heel, I guess.
Yes.
And my slip-on tennis shoes like that, they're very, very nice and soft.
Sure.
But when I put my foot in there, sometimes you'll jump in them without your shoehorn.
Mm-hmm.
Because I have a dog, I'm running that dog outside and inside all the time. And so I find that the inside of my heel of my shoe is breaking down and sliding faster. So you might want to put something a little bit more substantial in that one shoe for people who don't have any heel.
Sure, and that's really good feedback, and we love to get that sort of feedback, Laura, because I said we act on a lot of that sort of information, because it's little things like that which make us better as a brand. And you'll notice actually probably in a few of the active styles that we've seen tonight. I think there was the hiking sneaker, and we also had a ballet flat where we're putting a lot more padding in some of those. So I really, really appreciate that feedback, and it's certainly something we'll feed back to our product team.
Well, when you get my age, honey, you're very lucky if you can hike.
Aww.
Totally. Yes. Well, no, I've got no. You've got to be chasing around that dog, Laura.
Laura, thank you so much for calling. I'm so glad you're a fan of Vionic, and appreciate your feedback, and we'll do our best to make them even better moving forward.
And thank you for taking my call.
Of course.
Thanks so much,
Thank
Laura.
you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.